Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, it's me Fahmi Sahrudin. Today I would like to share with you all about good financial management at a young age. Actually, this video is for my subject Finance Market and Banking Service task by Madam Suhana Binti Mohamed. So, let's watch this video first.
There's a misconception that to be good with money, you need a lot of it. Not true. What you need to be good with money is everyday management. Whether you're planning for yourself or for your whole family, there are 3 basic steps you can take to make the most of your money. 1. Create a budget. 2. Set savings goals. And 3. Tackle your debts. When put into practice, these steps can have a big impact, not only on your monthly budget, but on your overall financial future. One of the first steps to better money management is to create a budget and stick to it. This might sound simple, but you'd be surprised how few people actually do it. You can think of your budget as your guide to reaching your financial and personal goals. If you have trouble covering all your expenses each month, a budget can help you avoid overspending. That's because your budget can help you see and understand exactly where your money is going and whether or not your spending is in line with your personal goals. The next step is to set savings goals. With your budget in place, building your savings will be that much easier because you'll know how much extra money you have each month to allot to your goals. One of the best savings goals to start with is an emergency fund. Building up an emergency fund to help cover unexpected expenses like a sudden medical bill, major home or car repair, or even a job loss can help you avoid going into debt when life throws you a curveball, which it will. Instead of borrowing money to cover these emergencies, you'll already have the money saved up, and this could end up saving you a lot more money in the long run. Start by building up 3 months' worth of expenses as a goal. Once you've established an emergency fund and are living within your budget, you can then figure out some long-term savings goals. Whether you decide to plan for your retirement, or save for a home improvement, college, or even a well-deserved vacation, you'll be better able to set aside some money and have a timeline for reaching your goals. The third step is to tackle any debts you have. First, as you're working to pay them down, you'll probably want to stop adding to the debts you already have. The less debt you have, the easier it'll be to get out from under it. It could also be helpful to know what your debt is costing you each month. Once you know how much your debt costs, you can create a plan that helps you reduce it and eventually pay it off. The sooner you get started, the more money you can save. It's worth noting that managing your debt and your savings go hand in hand. For instance, if you have a debt with a very high interest rate, it may make sense to focus on paying it down at the same time, or even before you build your entire emergency fund. As you make a plan to tackle your debt, setting target goals can help you stay on track as you actually see and feel the progress you're making. These 3 steps are the basic components of money management, and it's easy to see how they can work together. By keeping a budget, you'll know what you have available to accomplish your savings goals and tackle your debts. Having an emergency fund can help you avoid adding any new debt. And occasionally checking in, reviewing your budget from time to time, can help you set long-term savings goals, like a down payment on a home, as your priorities and circumstances change. Now that you have an understanding of the basics, why not take the next step? Being smarter with your money, learning new tips and techniques, can help you today and down the road.
Nowadays, the average youth is too much of a modernization trend that has grown ever more in development. Most of these young people need to have fun without thinking about future savings, whereas the move is very important and should be initiated when in such an age. Does not include spending on social activities as well as existing debt burdens such as the debt of the National Higher Education Fund Corporation (PTTN) and MARA. It's more unfortunately, if they spend on credit cards unmanaged until one debt level is incapable. Unfortunately, it is more likely to buy a car that is beyond its ability. That is why the financial position of these young people has always been even widespread, despite the fact that some of them have earned a fair salary from the employers. They forgot about the importance of making future savings and at a young age. For all information, young age is the best time to keep in mind as financial commitment and liabilities are still low. At this age, most of them are still unmarried, and if There is only spending on parents and siblings in the village. Therefore, it will be good if at all this age they take reasonable steps to make regular savings apart from not spending at will, especially on unnecessary items. Touching on uncertain credit card use issues, they should always be wise and careful to use them. Its purpose is to avoid being declared bankrupt because of failure to pay credit card debt. In the meantime, I would also like to recommend that students be exposed to better financial management methods at the university level. Exposure can be done in formal or informal class. At least they know the intricacies of managing finance well after working, thus avoiding bankruptcy. Good financial management is especially important for these young people to have future savings. This saving can then be used to buy house, cars, weddings and haji. With regard to the purchase of trends, we need to determine our ability based on the amount of revenue earned each month. The problem now is that among our young people, we buy import cars to cause them to be burdened with high debt burden. What do you think? They buy a more affordable local brand car because of its cheaper price. This move can also be considered as an effort to control expenses, especially car debt is still in our income ability. Even spending control measures can also be described as one way to help manage financial wealth. In other words, expenses should be least as need. The goal is to ensure our monthly salary or income is not negative. On the other hand, do not be fooled by dubious investment activities such as rich, quick incomes. If you want to invest, make sure to invest in unit trusts such as Permodalan Nasional Berhad (PNB) products or any unit trust companies as well as shares certified by Bank Negara Malaysia. That's all and thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe and like my video. Okay, see you again. Bye.
فإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا في الأرض وابتغوا من فضل الله واذكروا الله كثيرا لعلكم تفلحون.